Welcome to a Your Wellness Minute. I'm Lisa Lounsbury and I'm here with one of my guests, Karen Hordavenko. Thanks for joining me on the show again.
Thank you.
Now we need to continue to talk about mental illness. Is there any other words of wisdom that you can share with us to help us understand?
Right, so the biggest thing I want people to know is that there's an answer, there's a solution. People don't have to live in mental illness. It is a symptom of what's going on the unconscious level. So for instance, depression, accumulation of sad thoughts. When you figure out where the sad thoughts have started, then we can turn off that diagnosis. Anxiety is fear of the future based on traumas from the past, but we don't realize that what's playing out today is actually from triggers from the past. So we do a great job in healthcare to use pharmaceuticals to cover things up and settle it down and get people into a safe place.
Okay.
Absolutely. What we don't do a great job is helping people get back to heal the pain where this has all started.
Right.
So I really want to encourage people to look for people that are working therapies that work outside the box a bit. Hypnosis, neurolinguistic programming, timeline therapy, things that actually take it outside the box. If what you're doing is not working, then there's other things to look at. And so my point is, get rid of the pain and then these symptoms go away and we can live free. It's not something we have to live with indefinitely.
So I'm hearing, instead of just covering up or band-aiding the pain, find out the source and
exactly
to get rid of it.
Exactly, and people have to want to step out of their diagnosis, because often when we're diagnosed we wear it like a coat of armor, like it's ours.
Okay.
And it might be ours today. But I always ask my clients this question: were you born with this diagnosis? And if not, then that means your brain was normal at some point.
Okay.
So when is it that you found out those symptoms were starting? What was going on in your world? We have to go back and find out that. Because just because we have it now, it doesn't mean we have to have it in the future. Because at some point, our mind was working quite fine. So we have to go back and get it, reboot it back to the factory settings. Because our mind is like a computer. And it will take on programs. And some of those programs we don't want to hold on to. So when you do it and you clear it, then you can actually be free of all this stuff.
I like how you explain things so that I understand anyhow. So it sounds like it wasn't broken before. It's not broken in half. It might just be on a hinge or something, and we just need to get back to that place and heal it.
And we do. If we believe that we are broken, then we believe that we have no way to make a change.
Okay.
If we believe that this diagnosis has to be permanent because we've been diagnosed, and at the time the symptoms may support it. And my licensing allows me to diagnose people. But it also puts people into a box, and it doesn't allow them to step outside the box. And so if we want to truly let people live their true life and be free from this stuff, we have to allow them to see what would happen if, and then get somebody to get you thinking in that direction as opposed to staying here in the treatment model only of the diagnosis.
That's a great message, Karen. I'm so glad you came onto the show and shed more light, and keep healing and keep taking care of all those wonderful people.
Thank you so much.